Namaste, mi familia. It is raining like crazy here. I've got a little break in the rain, so I thought I'd come out and see if I can put some messages down. I want to talk about how we accomplish our hopes and dreams and break this down in realistic levels and not slip and fall, because boy, when it rains here, it is slippery. So you might see me fall today, but hopefully not. So you have hopes and dreams, right? Everybody does. And there's something between your hopes and dreams that you're missing. Your challenge is to figure out what that is. Like, some people succeed and many people don't. I guess most people don't succeed at their hopes and dreams. I think accomplishing our hopes and dreams is not something that's common and, almost like we feel like it's granted that it's going to happen. It's a struggle, and we all struggle with it, even me. Your challenge is to find out what's missing, and I'm here to help you as a guide to help explore this. Not because I know all the answers. Like, I have not been enlightened about how you are going to accomplish your hopes and dreams, but I have been given a primer from the divine on how the system works, so I can help you chart a course to find your own path to your personal enlightenment, to accomplish your hopes and dreams, and help you find what's missing to plug that gap. So, and I do this by walking, just because it's an easier stream of consciousness. I find if I just sit down and try to record at my desk, my mind takes over and it's too logical. There's something about being out on a walk that my body, spirit, and mind can connect, and there's just a stream of consciousness where the flow is better. So at the peril of slipping and falling in the jungle here, I'm seeing if I can lay this down for you. So we've discussed how you are the collective consciousness of your body, spirit, and mind, and by nurturing and developing your body, spirit, and mind, you can be a more powerful version of your true self than you are today. It's a pretty simple concept. You're something today in terms of completeness of your body, spirit, and mind. By the way, it's just beautiful here. Check out this view. It's just amazing when the clouds have set in. You're some sort of completeness of your body and spirit and mind. And if you invest today in investment in your body, your spirit, and your mind, you will be more than you are today, tomorrow. And if you keep doing that, you're going to keep growing at an amazing pace. And that's the path, right? So, how do we manifest our hopes and dreams and accomplish them in this context? Well, the first piece is to get them out of your head, right? And I know it's easy to think that our logical mind has it all figured out and we know what our hopes and dreams are, but your hopes and dreams need to be released, right? They need to take physical form. And the easiest way to do that is, and I encourage you to, don't think too much about this. Like, don't put too much thought into this and make it a big exercise, but rather keep it simple. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil, a pen, any sort of writing utensil, and it's getting steep here, and write down your hopes and dreams. Like, put them down on paper. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about form or making it look good. Whoa, see, I told you. Just get them out, right? Write them down. Now, that should be a pretty quick exercise to just list what you want, right? Whether that be fame, riches, health, love, companionship, boy, you name it. What are your hopes and dreams? Put them down, right? Then imagine in the future and write down when that is, how many years from now you want to accomplish those. And again, it doesn't matter what that is. It could be a 10-year plan, a 30-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 6-month plan, but whatever it is, throw some sort of timeline down. And again, don't make it realistic. This is not about having something that your mind controls. This is about saying, hey, this is what I want, and this is when I want it, right? Regardless if it's reasonable or not. Then take that timeline and cut it in half, right? If that was a 5-year plan, now it's a 2.5-year plan. And next to that, write down what would you need to accomplish in that half-life cycle. What would you need to accomplish by then in order to get to that final goal at the end of that time period? Then do it again. Cut that in half and write down what would you need to have accomplished, regardless of how realistic it is, by then. Okay? Keep doing that until you get to a 1-year plan, right? And then you know what you would need to accomplish by a 1-year plan from today in order to chart a course to accomplishing your hopes and dreams. Now, this is the most important part. And throw it away. Like, crumple it up, throw it in the trash, set it on fire, be safe, but get rid of it, right? It doesn't matter. The point was to set it free, to put it out there in the universe. Not to logically put a plan together and to have something that you build towards, and you already know how to do that. Like that, you don't need my help to put down a plan on how to accomplish your dreams, right? Anybody can do that. Any life coach out there, regardless of their insights, can put that sort of plan together. That's not what's important here. What's important is that you through your hopes and dreams, your goals, you release them from your head. You put them out there physically in the universe, whether you painted it, wrote it up, scribbled it, scrawled it on a rock. I don't care how you did it. You put it out there. You laid down a plan of what needs to happen. And that plan was released to the universe. That plan was released to your spirit that has infinite power, right? But then now's the important part, letting go, trusting spirit, like not trusting the mind. Like it's not about having a mind-controlled experience and laying down a structure. No, it's not about logic. It's about letting go and trusting that your spirit is going to get you there, right? So you've taken your plans, you've released them, you've put a timeline to get them together, and then you've released that by throwing it away. And now you're trusting, but you're not just laying back and trusting. You're not just like, oh, well, now I just wait back and wait for the results to roll in. No, now we go back to our daily practice. We're investing in our body, spirit, and mind on a daily basis so that our mind is expanding. It is gathering more knowledge, because we're going to need knowledge to accomplish those hopes and dreams, or we're going to need more knowledge than we have today. So we need to break out of our comfort zone, and we need to learn more. Geez, this happens to me all the time. It just happened to me this week where I had a plan and I reached out to a bunch of people for help with accomplishing my plan. And I met people that I'd never met before, and they introduced me to new ways of thinking about things, and a new way of accomplishing my hopes and dreams came together. And this weekend, we're chatting about how we might collaborate to make this happen and help both of us accomplish our hopes and dreams. That never would have happened if I wouldn't have put my plan together, released it, reached out to other people to help me accomplish my hopes and dreams, and made a connection. And the next step is to invest in your body, right? We can't do this without a healthy body. So we got to eat right. I'm not talking about changing your diet or becoming something you're not, but just making healthy choices, right? We need to get that heart pumping. We need to be alive. So we need to get out and get exercise, right? So we're able to accomplish these dreams. And spirit, we need to connect to spirit so that we can listen. So when those insights from the divine manifest to wake us up to like, hey, pay attention to this. This is your opportunity. You need to turn left. You need to change course. You need to pay attention to this. You need to slow down. You need to speed up. We can hear, right? And that connection, we can't depend on that connection when we need it. We need to develop that connection to spirit so that when we do, haven't fallen yet. When we need it, it's there for us. We can draw upon it. That brings our true self to the foreground, makes us our most powerful self. And then, having laid down our hopes and dreams and release them to the universe to be accomplished so our spirit can manifest them, we are now on a path to success. Whew. I'm Darby, and we'll talk soon. Bye.